to like shows to Disney to Illuminati. We might as well bring it
Scientology.
up. So what about Harris and Trump?
What about him?
Who you voting for?
It damn sure
None.
ain't
I don't
Morris.
know who's the worst.
I'm voting for JFK Jr.
Thank you. Me too. Agreed.
Y'all might
RFK.
not even
RFK.
vote. Y'all just wasting y'all time.
I'm gonna tell you something. I will not vote for a woman that's so insecure in her speeches here of publicity to the public and women should have the right to choose what to do with their body.
But they should. I don't see how that's anybody else's business but that woman and the doctors.
We are
Why is
not
that? Why
going
is
into this
that?
subject because I'm a woman and I'm gonna tell you why, and I'm gonna tell you about yourself too in
And
public.
I'm going to tell you why that a woman, I don't even know why a woman would disagree with this, but for that matter.
You don't want to be pregnant? Don't give your cooch out, give your ass. I'm gonna assure you that you ain't gonna get pregnant.
But sometimes it's not, whoa. Sometimes it's not up to that person. Sometimes it's taken from them. Therefore, how can you say,
Okay.
why can you make that person, or if that person is about to, can die from this, why do they have to choose between one or the other?
So we can't say the R word. Just remember that. We can say R, but we can't say the word itself. We can say grape. We just can't say without
yeah,
the
right,
G.
right.
Okay.
Well, let me tell you something. There's a lot of different methods, but if you tell me that you have a certain case and it wasn't something desired for X, Y, and Z, right? The trauma is still not going to leave your life. So you have the trauma that you went through, and you have the trauma that you will live with as a woman when you interrupt a cycle. That doesn't leave, that doesn't go away. There is no woman in this world that can tell me they will, like, they live through the trauma of something that will follow them if they don't work through it, right? And even when you work through it, it takes a long time, and maybe not, and you won't get over it in your whole life, right? Because you're always going to have those spots in and out, right? um but also then you have the thing of, okay, I interrupted, or you have, let's put that, you give an adoption, etc. Like, for a woman and the connection with that living soul doesn't end just because you ended something before it happened. You know what I mean? You
Might
will
not,
always have that cycle in your body as a woman. It's in our nature.
I understand that, but that shouldn't matter. That shouldn't be nobody else's business but that person who's going through it. We can't tell people how to live or make the decisions of their trauma or what can help them get through it. Therefore,
Okay, I'm gonna
we
put
should
you
mind our
something
own
very
fucking
simple.
business and let people do what they want to do in that situation.
So I went through it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I have to speak by experience.
Mm-hmm.
I went through the process. Thankfully, right? Everything didn't go as planned, but it didn't go as bad, right? The results were completely different. But then again, you always stay with that of what happened, what could have been different, what could have, you know what I mean? Coulda, shoulda, woulda. But in reality, so you stay with one trauma and you just carry another one. And on top of that, in your body as a woman, when you already conceive, those mother cells always stay in your body. It's
Right.
like the woman's body is so different from men that it's very, as much as a lot of other women, right, are not consciously um knowledgeable about their own body, because that has a lot to do with mentation and maturity. But also it just means that, okay, you're okay with it, but then you see a lot of alcoholism, prostitution, drug addiction, constant depression, constant anxiety, and a very difficult process to feel fulfilled in any sort of your life. I mean, it does a really big impact in a woman's life, especially in their self-esteem and their self-love. It takes a long time. Like, and maybe you won't even get there.
But okay, but here's my biggest thing in the whole situation of that. How can a man even suggest these things to a woman? You know what I'm saying? Like, how can somebody that clearly can't even have kids anymore and all this other stuff, how can they dictate what a person or a woman should be able to do with their body? Like, I don't see women going up and saying, well, if your dick can't get hard, you can't, there's no more Viagra. You can't use it anymore type
There's
thing.
other
You know what I'm saying?
supplements. No, but you know,
But you know what I'm saying? Like, it's one of those things where it's like, you let people do what they're going to do. Like, at the end, it shouldn't be our decision. It should be that person and what their decision is with God. We
but
can't
humanity
decide.
is complicated because look, you give women this is just like the topic of women with elevated masculinity, right? If you see a lot of women complain about, oh, he don't even open the door, he don't give me flowers, but talk about women and liberalism and having the same rights. Either you want one thing or you want the other. You can't have it both ways.
But you're talking
When
about
it comes to doing
oranges.
when it comes to doing whatever you want with your body, you're entitled to. But then you're gonna see humanity. Oh my God, did you? Because let me tell you, that whole process is not just any process. You need to live it and actually see it to see how dangerous, complicated, and even it could cause you death. Regardless of you having, conceiving, and given birth versus you deciding to not to, you still run the same danger.
But it
You can
doesn't matter.
conceive and get to term and still something happen in like you have diabetes or abruptive placenta or
But it
that sort of
shouldn't
stuff
be
that
that
cause you a
person's.
hemorrhage.
But should be up to that person and nobody else. It should be between that person and that doctor. That's it. It should be nobody else's business. Why is that what this person on the street doing with their body my business? Why do I concern myself with that?
Because
That's
then
not
you'll
my
see.
personal business.
Well, it's not that it's not your business. The fact is that then you're opening the door for teenagers to get in there and do the same shit. And then you're going to lose your daughter, your niece, whatever to something. And then you're going to want to come out in the street and do a boycott and say, no, stop this, then because you see so many people in pain. You can't have it both ways.
So
No,
you're for abortion, Kay, and then Lady Ann, you're against it. Is that right?
I'm against it.
Reverse. I'm against
So,
abortion.
okay.
Well, you're kind of agreeing with abortion.
No, I'm
In a
I'm
passive way, you
I'm
are
against,
agreeing with it.
I'm against trying to force or tell a woman what to do with their bodies.
No one tells them what to do. You don't.
It's pretty much
You make when you sleep with someone, you make the decision of these are the consequences. You know them prior to, so either you protect yourself or get knocked up.
I don't personally believe in abortions, but I don't believe in me being able to tell a woman what to do with their bodies.
For
I don't.
instance, me, I was about to die in one because my hemoglobin went down to 6.
Mm-hmm.
And it was either, and my baby was alive, it was either my life or the baby's life. That's clinically speaking. In reality, was the baby to term? No. So then that's a decision that you're going to have to make eventually, but it does not mean
But
that that you're going to say, oh, I'm just going to, I got pregnant, but I don't want it, whatever, and move forward. with whatever your decision is.
But again, that shouldn't be anybody else's decision. But that woman might have 1,000,001 reasons why she don't want to have a kid or why she didn't want to get pregnant. Accidents happen all the time, and yes, you risk that, but at the same time, it should be your choice to do what you want to do with that choice. So,
You
this
do.
topic.
But you do. Look, whoever made the law made the same law to break it.
But that's
Huh? No, I'm serious. But there are clinics that you freely go. And there's even pills out there. Go to Walgreens, get the Plan Bs. You know what I'm saying?
At the moment.
But you even drink a anti-conceptive 24 hours prior, 72 hours prior. That's what they're for.
At the moment.
When are you gonna wait? So you're gonna go and wait a free? Like, don't listen. No, don't come to me with that bull crap. Okay.
Sam.
You what are you gonna do? Sleep for 3 days? Oh my God! I woke up at.
I mean, some. Never mind. Whatever. What I'm just saying.
That's in your court, honey. Wake up.
What I'm saying is that shouldn't even be a topic for a discussion with anybody, because that should be between that woman and that doctor, and that's it. Period.
Listen, in healthcare, I'm gonna need you to go and read through the whole law. Their rights again, right? Go read through all the rights again. You have a right to decide either or. No one tells you what to do with your body. Ultimately, you decide, but the only difference is that you're the person that's going to live with it. If something goes wrong, then you want to sue the whole.
Have you not been paying attention to what everything is about right now? With the whole, that's why Harris is talking about that, because Mr. Cheeto over there wants to get rid of.
Hey, that's President Cheeto. Okay?
I'm sorry, President Cheeto over there wants to get rid of. Well, he's not the president right now. So he's stuck with Mr. until he wins. Mr. Cheeto over there wants to punish women that are having that done. Did you not see that?
They punish themselves, man.
Yeah, I understand that, but he also wants to add other extra punishment to it.
You know, I've always heard something about my my grandparents and their friends, and it's don't listen too much to the media. You just have to check which one has negotiations with either or to know where you're going to go through. But okay. They're called, look, let me tell you in Spanish. They're called media amarillistas. Which means depending on what news forecast you're seeing the truth or the lie or the fixed thing in between. That's what it means.
The media has nothing to do with what comes out of somebody's mouth, though. If you're watching it live on TV.
Oh, so
media. That's the person.
Do you see why we constantly like when the book of justifications was out, Cornelius bought every edition and left nothing for the public.
Okay, so Kate, you are for women have the right to choose, yes. Right? Mm-hmm. And then Lady Ann, you're more.
They already have the right.
They have the right, but they
just want liberalism.
Abortion, is that right? They have the right, but you're not promoting abortion.
Right.
Okay. So I don't have a vagina, so I'm not going to talk about this topic.
I've always said they just want liberalism, but then when they went to fight, right, for a woman to have the right to work, to participate in sports, this and the other. But then here you come with the wounded women. He doesn't get me a rose. He's not attentive with me. He doesn't open the door. It's like, make it make sense, but whatever. Let's continue.
But you're talking. Okay, go ahead.
Like I said, justifications level 1, 2, and 3.